7th, first baseman Lucas Cali.
I got a request from Ryan Toad.
Hitting
Okay.
7th,
He
number 9,
Joe
Joe
in between
Bernacca. Playing third base.
interview, like they do at like the Red Sox games.
The
Okay.
He
DH,
wants like
number
a
17, Matt
little
Menendez.
segment.
Okay.
And hitting 9th, number 4, the second
How
baseman,
can we make
Yanni
that happen?
Cambros. And your center fielder today, number 11, CJ Skowarnick.
That is
And now
an
for the
interesting
Abington
question.
Green Wave,
Should
led
I,
by
like, give
head
up my
coach
headset
Steve
to him?
Paraxlis and assistant coaches
I think
Tyler
I'm-
Paraxlis and James Donahue.
Yeah, I
First,
could
the
give up my
reserves,
headset for
Tim
like an inning.
Ballum. Number 4, Travis Swanson. Number 19, Dylan Hefner. Number 32, Owen Coates. Number 45, James Madden.
Well,
Number 29,
I was on the
Richie
phone with
St.
him,
George.
like, commentator.
Number 0, Mason Nash. Number
I'm sure
14,
you could
Will
come up with a
Callahan.
couple questions.
Number
What
23,
inning should we do,
Tyler
third?
Stady. Number 30, Cam Cooper.
Yeah, we could do
Number
mid
31,
third.
Connor O'Donnell. And number 9, Ben Coombs. And now the starting lineup. Leading off, the center fielder, John Sellen. Batting second, playing first base, A.J. Nash. Batting third, the catcher, number 6, Spencer Merrick. Hitting fourth, the right fielder, number 15, Pat Cummings. Hitting fifth, number 44, the third baseman, Henry Rogers. Batting sixth, the pitcher, number 34, Stephen Madden. Batting seventh, third baseman, number 17, Cullen Crocker. Batting eighth, playing second base, number 22, Jacob Centrella. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 35, Ryan Solomini. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem. Spirit of sportsmanship, the MIAA is let the players play, the coaches coach, and the umpires umpire. Best of luck to both teams.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, baseball fans of all ages, hello and welcome back to the Tom Graham Diamond in the Memorial Field Complex here in Abington, Massachusetts for today's Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association Division IV baseball matchup. It is the Advanced Math and Sciences High School out of Marlborough, coming all the way down to Abington to face off against the number 12 seed Green Wave. As always, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. Once again, pleasure to be joined alongside by former Abington Green Wave ace, current UMass Dartmouth Corsair, Aiden O'Donnell. We've got Stephen Madden on the mound. We'll get into that a little bit later.
Yep.
The Green Wave very, very excited for this matchup, but you can't write off the AMSA Eagles because they just upset Shawsheen Valley in the previous round.
Right, yeah. They definitely got some good players from the sound of it. I know they threw their best pitcher last game against Shawsheen. I guess he was very good. We'll see what they have to offer, but they strike me as a scrappy team, you know. We'll see if that is the case.
Well, let's talk about the Green Wave defense. As mentioned, today's starting pitcher is the number 2 from last year, who made the deep run in the very memorable start in Wildcat Country down the road in West Bridgewater. Steve Madden, talk about what he brings to the table.
Steve will bring, a fastball, curveball, and I believe a changeup. He also has a 2-seam fastball. I was just watching his warm-up, and he looked really good. His arm looks live. He has good command of his breaking ball for a strike and for, a chase pitch. So I'm really excited to see what he does today. If he pounds the zone, I think this will be a Green Wave victory.
Well, doing the catching for him and framing all of those shots is, of course, the great Spencer Merrick. We talked about what he brings to the Green Wave defensively and offensively, as he had a hit in that game as well.
Yep.
Merrick, one of the best defensive catchers in the business.
Yeah, don't get much better than that.
Be walking on for WPI next year.
There we go. Yeah,
hanging along with former team. Green Wave Matt McGuire.
Yeah, we played them down in Florida this year. They got a pretty good squad.
Rest of the Green Wave defense is as follows. A.J. Nash at first base, Jacob Centrella at second, Henry Rogers at short. Cullen Crocker moves in from his normal left field to start at third base today. Ryan Solomini is in left field, John Sellen in center, and Pat Cummings is patrolling right field.
It is interesting seeing the whole defensive alignment switch up depending on the pitcher. I think that'll be interesting to see how that pans out.
It's interesting from a scouting standpoint because you could watch this whole game and not really learn anything about what you're going to see.
Right, yeah. I believe this is their best hitter. I was talking to Steve, and he's going to help me with the pronunciation on this. I've never known how to say it. Bedoin or Bowdoin in Maine?
Bowdoin.
Yes. They're a very good program up there in Maine. So that's what I was talking to Steve. He said that this kid is going there. So must be pretty solid.
First offering from Steve Madden today is upstairs. Ball 1 to Cal Thompson, who's leading off for the AMSA Eagles. Anthony Skillings will bat second. Mike Domino will bat third. Trevor Petty steps in cleanup. Liam Thornley batting fifth. Lucas Kale batting sixth. Joe Varaca is hitting seventh. Matt Menendez is the designated hitter. He hits eighth. And Yanni Cambosis is batting at ninth.
Steve, 3 straight balls here. First one missed up. Second one looked like it was a pretty close pitch on the inside half, but I guess it was just a little too far in, and then missed up high again there with that fastball. See if he can come back here. Nice job.
It's always good for strike one, and now you kind of get the little psyche in the batter's head because he thought that was ball 4, ready to toss the bat.
Yep.
Has to reset everything, gives Steve a little bit more time to reset.
Yeah, the most important thing about when you fall down 3-0 is throwing that first strike. Now you see getting, throwing consistent strikes. I mean, he was on that fastball, so we'll see what he goes here. But back into a 3-2 count. That's a good job of battling back there to start off the game.
Payoff pitch.
Oh,
hits him in the left ear. He looks to be okay. Makes his way down to first base.
Yeah, this seems like a scrappy team from the start. It seemed like a type of team that plays well off of their momentum shifts. When the ball bounces their way, they kind of strike me as that type of team, a streaky team.
Thompson
so maybe
holds.
A little small ball. Let's see if that runner on first goes.
Huge secondary lead there.
Kind of faked like he was stealing a little bit. I'd love to see Steve, throw over here. Centrella is shaded, interestingly. Maybe expecting the bunt again.
And Nash playing in on the bunt. Centrella covering the bag.
Steve is a type of pitcher, once he settles in, that's when he really gets into a really nice groove. Just a matter of establishing himself early.
Another 3-0. This is the right fielder, Anthony Skillings, with Mike Domino on deck.
Again, 3-0 comes in with a strike. Yes. 3-1 hitters count here.
Pitch from Madden.
Nice job
Catches
again.
Yeah, he said inside edge.
He put his, oh, that was interesting.
The umpire motion to strike, called ball 4. And
That
that
looked like
is
a good
what
pitch,
they're going to
too.
stick with.
Huh. That's unfortunate.
Here is the left fielder, Mike Domino. First 2 runners on. And that one misses inside.
Squeezing him here. This is where Coach P thrives here. When he sees something's not going well, he'll take time, get his players to regroup, especially if he's frustrated with a certain call. He's good at calming his players down. He's probably telling them here, just got to adjust to the strike zone here. Yes, he's squeezing, but got to adjust to it.
Green Wave benefiting from not 1, not 2, but 3 coaches with the last name Paraxis,
Yeah,
including part-time pitching coach
Yeah.
Steve Jr.
Shout out to Steven Paraxis Jr., my pitching coach. Yeah, he's the man. He's taught me pretty much everything I know about pitching, so would not be the player I am without him.
So see what the reset does here. Madden immediately steps off.
It's a big at-bat here. Nice. Very nice. That's all they need.
Ball and a strike now to Domino. Runners on first and second. Still looking for the first out of the top of the first inning. That one catches
Very
the
nice.
outer part for strike 2. And now Madden for the first time ahead in the count.
Yeah.
The 1-2 call, time called and granted. Madden mid-motion. That tells you he's trying to get into a little bit of a zone.
Yeah, that was honestly, that was nice by the hitter. See if he's getting into a groove and settling in. Maybe try to break it up early.
1-2
Nice
swing and a
job
miss.
there. It's a great 1-2 pitch, elevating out of the zone, getting him to chase.
Big first out.
That's huge.
And that will bring up the southpaw Trevor Petty, today's starting pitcher for the Eagles.
Double play would be perfect here. Very behind that fastball. Steve has a live arm. He has the ability, once he gets going, to that power fastball.
0-1 with the outfield.
By him again. If I was Steve, I'd throw another fastball here.
He's well behind it. The outfield shaded a little bit opposite of what you would expect for a lefty.
They seem a bit shallow to me, too.
Selling over closer to left center field. 0-2.
It's good.
In the dirt, a
Very
great
nice block. Nothing wrong with that 0-2. Maybe get a chase. Ooh, caught up to
Here's
that
an
one.
opposite field shot over to the line.
Drops.
It's going to drop down. The throw in, cut off by Crocker, and AMSA on the board early.
Wow. Nice two-strike adjustment there. Put the ball in play. Hopefully that doesn't shake up Steve a little bit. It's always good to still pound the zone.
Catching just that perfect part of the line,
Yeah.
far enough away from Solomini.
Right.
Here is Liam Thornley.
It's a good pitch.
He looks at strike one over the outside corner. 2 on, 1 out, top of the first inning.
That looked good.
AMSA coming in as the number 28 seed. However, they defeated the number 4 Shawsheen.
Yeah, that's quite the upset. This kid's crowding the plate. Oh.
9 and 10 overall are the Eagles in
Designed.
the regular season, and you
Yeah.
can see that was a designed pickoff move.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a timing pickoff. So the only way that works is if everybody's on time, and they were not there.
Up and out that time. 2 balls, 1 strike.
If the Green Wave can get out of this with just 1 run, that'll be a very big. That would swing momentum into their favor, I'd say. Going down early, that would be big. Nice pitch.
2-1, another heater, good for strike 2.
It's always nice when you hit the spot where your catcher sets up. Really, even if it is a little bit off, can definitely fool the umpire into stealing a strike.
The 2-2. Count moves full.
It's an action pitch here.
The payoff now for Madden.
Nice.
Swing and a miss,
Very
strike
nice.
3. Second of the inning for Steve Madden. And that will bring us to the number 6 hitter, Lucas Kale, the first baseman for Advanced Math and Sciences.
This team seems to crowd the plate a lot. I'm noticing they are right on that white line there.
Perhaps expand the outside corner a little bit.
Yeah, it would also be wise to pitch inside to these guys. That is, if the umpire's zone favors the inside corner. It'd be more difficult for them to, extend and get the barrel to that, but
Madden up 0-2 here as Kale having trouble catching up to the fastball.
Hit him
Curveball
a
hits the
favor there.
rubber, will bounce
Oh,
under
man.
the glove of Rogers. Sellen's going to almost nail the umpire, and AMSA has their second run of the inning.
Did him a favor speeding up his bat there. He's late on the first 2, sped up his bat, and he really nice, again, 2-strike adjustment there by the hitter. It's a tough bounce up the middle there for Rogers.
Joe Veraca half swings and misses. Strike 1. Petty on second, Kale now on first.
Again, I would not throw anything other than a fastball here.
Similar story, no balls, 2 strikes here for Steve Madden. No one missing outside.
Wonder what the
It
pitch
was a
count
heater.
here is. Yeah, that was a fastball. Wonder what the pitch count is, though. Faced a lot of, what is this 7th hitter of the inning? Nice.
1-2, swing and a miss, and Madden ultimately strikes out the side, but AMSA able to plate 2 runs in the top of the first inning.
Yeah.
2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. We'll meet the Green Wave starting lineup and AMSA's defensive look in just a moment. We hope you'll stay tuned with us throughout the game, but especially perhaps the middle of the 3rd inning, as typical in the playoffs here, Tom Graham Diamond, all the alumni coming back from college around this time. And I've already seen, let's see, a Clemson Tiger today.
Eddie Riley.
I've seen of course, a UMass Dartmouth Corsair.
Brady Cristoforo and Aaron Siegel are in the house as well.
That's Worcester State Lancer and American International Yellow Jacket.
Yep.
Not
Yes,
in that
sir.
order.
Got some, I see Michael Van Luling here. He graduated.
Bryant Bulldog,
Yeah.
club lacrosse team member down there.
See what type of pitcher AMSA has here.
That is Trevor Petty, who helped his own cause with an RBI single. Doing the catching for him, Liam Thornley. Lucas Kales at first base. Yanni Cambosis at second. The shortstop is Cal Thompson. Joe Varaka manning the hot corner at third. Mike Domino in left field. CJ Skoranek in center. And Anthony Skillings is out in right. It's an interesting starting point for Petty.
Yeah, that is a little off-centered.
Off-centered, chest a little bit out. The Green Wave, led off, of course, by John Sellin. A.J. Nash will bat second. Spencer Merrick batting third. Pat Cummings is in the cleanup spot. Henry Rogers batting fifth. Steve Madden hits sixth. Cullen Crocker is in the seventh spot. Jake Trella batting eighth. And Ryan Solomini is batting ninth.
Seem to have the lineup the same, all throughout now. Seem to find a consistent lineup.
Solon looks at a curveball over the outside corner.
Getting me over curveball to start the game.
Sellin
That's a
tags one
fastball.
to right center field.
That ball's going. Nice play.
Drifting all the way back
Really nice play.
was C.J. Skoranek, and he makes the catch about 400 feet from home plate.
That was a nice play there. Made that look pretty easy.
Here is A.J. Nash, the first baseman. Also a star halfback on the Green Wave football team.
The Nash family is genetically gifted when it comes to the speed category. That's a drive.
He sends
there.
this one to deep left center field.
It's going. That's going to
Heading
drop.
back and not going to get there off the end of the glove. Nash rounding second. He is going to hold up there. It's a one-out double
Yeah.
for A.J. Nash.
Green Wave's swinging it so far. Ball seems to be carrying a lot more than it was the other day. Obviously, the conditions are much better.
The air is not as quite thick as it was yesterday.
Oh, that
with,
was
we're
that
up
was
in
brutal.
Tingsboro for the softball game.
Yeah,
And the air, you could, I mean, when I say you couldn't see
I think.
500 feet in front of you, it was insanely thick up there.
I believe it's the Canadian Fires
It
coming
is
over,
Nova
isn't it?
Scotia. Yep.
That's crazy. I was in Bellingham yesterday. I had a game against the Hawk Valley Panthers, and it was the exact same field that we played at against Bellingham last year. It was a nice moment, pretty nostalgic there.
Bellingham, the 1 seed in this year's bracket.
Still got a really nice squad.
2-0 the count to the Green Wave catcher.
See if Spencer follows the trend of hitting high, deep fly balls here.
That one's certainly high, but foul.
Out of play.
The 2-1 from Trevor Petty. This is up and out, 3-1.
Favorable hitters count here. This is what you want when you're up at the plate.
They say Tom Graham Diamond is a very, very tough place to play.
All four.
And
Yeah.
that is perhaps because of the atmosphere generated by the Green Wave dugout.
Yeah, that's a trend I think, started my junior year. Very proud to create a tradition here. I'm not sure what it was like before, but being loud helps build momentum and can intimidate some opponents.
Here's the depth chart. Starting running back A.J. Nash at second. The second stringer, Mason Nash, is the courtesy runner for Spencer Merrick at first. Pat Cummings is at the plate.
A double could score both of these guys here. It's hitting the right spot.
They are very fast, as
Yeah.
evidenced by the Thanksgiving Day game against Whitman Hanson.
Oh,
Here's a
that's
fly ball.
Trouble coming in on
Shallow
it.
in center, and it is going to be caught by Skoranek.
Need a big hit here from Rogers. Extend the inning. It'd be nice to get at least one of these runs back here in the first.
Rogers has been seeing the ball phenomenally well this season.
Looking for a similar nice line drive over the second baseman's head here.
Looks
Although
like ball one outside.
with a pitcher who's not throwing, 95 or throwing hard, going the other way could be quite difficult sometimes. A lot of people get pull happy.
No one catching the inside edge for strike one. The pitcher Madden on deck. Rogers
That's a
sees all of this
drive.
one deep down the
That's
left field
scoring
line.
both of them.
It's into
That's
deep
scoring
left
both
field.
of them.
AJ and Mason both score easily. Rogers will turn around second and head back. He's got a 2-run double, and it's a tie game.
Henry Rogers. Henry Rogers. Big piece there.
The legendary cheese ball.
Cheese ball. See if Steve can give himself, the lead here. That was a stroke and a half right there.
That was so deep that had Spencer Merrick not been pinch run at first, he still would have scored.
Yeah, Spencer would have stood up, scored standing there. Big hit there. Flips the momentum into Abington's favor. Great response.
Brand new ball game here in the bottom of the first inning. Rogers healthy lead at second.
Get out of there. Madden has power at the plate too. See if he can get into one.
Couple triples this season.
Yep.
Large gap in right center. He will target that gap and end up sending a slicer into right. And there to make the grab to end the inning, Anthony Skillings, but not before Henry Rogers has a say in it with a 2-run double. 2-2 at the end of the first inning. Both teams 2 runs on 2 hits. And it will be the 8-9-1 hitters due up for the AMSA Eagles. Matt Menendez, the DH, leads off. Yanni Cambosis and Cal Thompson, the top of the order, due up for Advanced Math and Sciences. They're based out of Marlborough in Metro West, northwest of Framingham.
This is big inning for Steve here. Hopefully he continues how he finished off. I'd say we're the bottom of this order for AMSA. Just, pound the zone with fastballs. If they're 6, 7 hitters, we're having difficulty keeping up with it. Give it to these guys too. Bottom of the order, it's crucial to, get them out early or, establish your dominance. And then when it comes time for the top of the order to come around for a second time, that's when start mixing it up a little bit.
That's been a part of the order on the other side of the score sheet that Abington has really, really generated some offense with Pat Cummings, Jake Centrella, in the 8-9 spots. They've had a phenomenal run of on-base percentage.
Yeah, I mean, having depth and, solid players all throughout your lineup is the most important thing. If you don't have a weak spot, then you see a lot of teams make it very far in the postseason.
Green Wave, of course, looking to get back to the final stages of the MIAA tournament. The runner-up 2 years ago, Final Four appearance last season. So here we go with Matt Menendez, the DH for AMSA, who have the same color scheme as the Virginia Cavaliers. Navy blue and orange.
I like that color scheme. Virginia.
Of course, one of your conference rivals, the WestCon Timberwolves.
Yes, WestCon. Yeah, Virginia, they're still in the tournament. I think they are going to the Super Regionals. Cool little fact of the day. A kid on my team, Andrew Cloutier, his cousin is Evan Blanco, who went to Austin Prep last year, around the 25-0 or however many games. They were undefeated and won the state championship in Division III. Evan Blanco is on Virginia. He's a freshman, and he's getting some quality innings over there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Always impressive to see freshmen contributing, especially at the highest levels of college.
Right, yeah. Virginia is always, they're consistently one of the best teams in the nation, year in and year out.
ACC, very strong.
Yep.
In baseball.
Very nice by Steve here. Fell behind 2-0, but came back with 2 fastballs, and, I would not give him anything else here.
The 2-2. Indeed a fastball, but it misses up and out. Count full. Payoff pitch.
There it is.
Gets the outside corner. Menendez thought it was ball 4. Instead, he gets sent back to the dugout.
That was some cheese there on the outside corner. Not much you can do with that. As Dennis Eckersley would say, that ball had some hair on it.
Had some hair on it. One away, 4th strikeout already for Steve Madden.
Still having some command issues to start here. Missing up, missing out. If he can hone it in, start filling up the zone earlier, like that.
The 9-hitter Cambosis.
Probably reduce his pitch count and give him much more success as the game goes on.
Ball and a strike.
Nice pitch
this
there.
One fouled up and out of play. Nash almost made the play off of the roof of the concession stand.
I think if he throws a curveball here, a competitive curveball, probably get him swinging. Didn't look too late on that fastball. Wasn't foul territory, but had a decent swing on it. Trying to break up the rhythm here. Love the intensity Madden brings as he does not move. Oh, he just did, but.
That runs in the family, of course.
Yeah.
In the last game of the regular season, a very intense national anthem standoff.
James Madden.
Won by Dr. James Madden.
He is the true definition of a team player. James Madden.
The 2-2. Another full count.
A lot of full counts to start this outing.
Payoff pitch.
Yep.
Lined into right, moving over.
Let's play.
and Cummings makes the catch, sliding down on both knees.
Yeah, he
A
definitely.
web gem.
That was really nice. Nice play coming in on it. Not an easy play, especially if you have an outfield that's bumpy. You know, your vision could get a little bumpy there, but nice job tracking it. Top
That
of the
is
order.
a very good play for a confidence boost for a pitcher.
For sure. Yeah, he definitely caught up to the fastball there. Saw it for 6, 7 pitches in a row. Made a nice adjustment. It was a nice piece, but better play. Ball's behind 2-0 here. Seems that AMSA is not swinging the bat early in the count.
2-0, foul tipped
Nice
into
pitch.
the glove of Spencer Merrick.
Super early on that. It's an interesting look there. The hoodie underneath the jersey.
It's not particularly cold out, but there is some interesting wardrobe
That's
choices. Here's a
that's
bomb to
oof.
deep left field.
That was crushed.
Salamini all
What a
the way back.
catch!
He's got it.
What a catch, Ryan Salamini. Into the breadbasket.
That is going to send the Eagles down in the top of the second inning.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, highlighted by 2 phenomenal outfield grabs.
That was crazy.
One by Cummings and now by Ryan Salamini, who had to turn on the afterburners to get all the way out there to the. It was the 25-yard line on the far
Just
side
looked
of the
like
football
Tom
field.
Brady and Randy Moss. What a catch.
No runs, no hits, no errors. Steve Madden's got a heck of a defense behind him. And they are making plays early.
That was a really nice swing, too. Seems to be, you hit the ball up in the air today, it will certainly carry. It's been a theme. First couple batters on both sides, but really nice play. Still kind of shocked. Not shocked, but it's definitely some web gems.
Salamini, whenever John Sellen is the starting pitcher, starts in center field.
Yeah.
So he's moving over to his second position to make that grab.
Yeah, I mean, and he's a freshman, so second career playoff game, starting as a freshman. It's, does not seem to be very nervous here at all.
Petty will return to the hill for his second inning of work. 2 runs given up by him in the first on 2 hits. It will be the 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for the Green Wave. Colin Crocker, Jake Centrella, and Ryan Salamini. Crocker has been on a tear as of late.
Swinging a great bat lately. See if he can continue here. Maybe some lefty-lefty crime.
This is, again, it seems like a big gap in right center field.
Yeah. Yeah, that is interesting. AMSA playing fairly deep here in the outfield. I'd say that's good positioning, especially given that the first 4 batters for Abington, first 4 or 5.
This one sent
Seems
out
to
there by
continue the
Crocker.
trend
It
here.
is deep and
way.
reaching up, making the grab.
Yeah. Playing
Was
deep
Skillings again.
definitely seems to be the move today. Both teams are swinging it really nicely.
What's interesting to me is for the first time in the history of the town, there is not a strong wind here at Memorial Field today.
Right, yeah. No, yeah. That is, it seems to be rather calm, honestly. Not much wind. I always like when there's no wind.
Slight breeze, but
Yeah.
it's not much at all, blowing from third base across the infield towards first.
Right.
Now Centrella gets under one and sends it out to left field, but right at the left fielder Domino.
Salamini, let's see if he can do something great at the plate here like he did in the field last inning. Get it going. If I was the Abington Green Wave, I would move up in the box here against a pitcher like this. He doesn't throw particularly hard, and
I think that's what Jake Centrella just delivered to the Green Wave dugout.
yeah, it's always good and cool when you see hitters relay information to each other. It's a big part of the game.
Ball certainly flying today.
Nice
Now
piece. Nice
Salamini
dropping.
lines one out into left field, and that gets down for a base hit. The
Nice
Green
swing
Wave
there.
have a base runner here with 2 outs.
The bats seem to be alive here early. It's a great sign. They were alive last game against Mashpee. Getting hot at the right time is the most important thing, too.
Lefty pitcher here with the runner on first. Now
That's
Sellen
down.
puts one into right field. That drops in for a base hit. Turning second, headed for
Throw to
third.
Nope.
And then they're standing up.
2-out rally here.
Salamini on third. Fourth hit of the day for the Green Wave. Runners on the corners with 2 outs for A.J. Nash. He roped a double his first time up. Missing just outside that time.
That's a good pitch, I thought. One misses down. A
2-0
lot
the
of
count to
space
Trooper.
down the line there. Right field.
And still a very large gap between the right and center fielders.
Yeah, this is interesting. I mean, I think the outfielders, I'd probably say that's a good alignment for a righty hitter against a soft tossing lefty. More likely to pull it. See if there's a play on here. Big lead over there. Oh, huge lead by Sellen.
Massive lead. He'll
Sellen.
take off here. Nash fouls it off.
See if they'll try to entice a throw over. Maybe getting a rundown, have the
Interesting,
runner on
they
third
didn't even
score.
attempt with 2 outs.
Right. I don't think I would do that in this situation. I'd feel confident with my 2-hitter up.
Now stepping off. I could see a design play where you throw it to first and then immediately throw home.
Yeah.
Sellen
Good
holds.
eye. Sellen will be on the move here. 3-2 count, 2 outs. Base hit here will definitely get him to third. Could score him if it's depending on where it is.
Here's the payoff from Trevor Petty.
Oh, Sellen late break. Oh,
Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and AMSA comes away unscathed.
that's big for them. Getting out of trouble there.
No runs on 2 hits, no errors. Green Wave leave 2 runners stranded on base. Skilling's Domino Petty due up for the Advanced Math and Sciences Eagles in the top of the 3rd inning. Madden returning to the hill for his 3rd inning of work. 2 runs, 2 hits. Green Wave clean in the field through the first 2 innings. Very impressive outfield showing.
This will be a big inning. Shutdown inning here after AMSA had a scoreless inning. This will be big to see if Madden can return the favor here.
Another one of the hallmarks of a Paraxless team is a very strong outfield. Of course, last year
Yeah.
Tobin was out there and Drew Donovan was out there.
Speed kills. I did not have, I'm not the fastest person per se, but I can track down balls faster than I can run the bases, as weird as that is.
Hey, you played out and right a bunch too.
Yeah, that was my primary position in the field. I was not a big fan of playing third base. I did not
It can
enjoy
be tough.
that.
It can be tough.
You know, I'd rather catch a ball in the air than field one that's hit hard at me. You know, just not a big fan of things coming at me fast.
Those balls, especially on this new playing surface, tend to
Rocket.
yeah. They got smoke trail behind it.
That's probably why I like pitching better than hitting too, because I'm the one throwing it hard at you instead of it coming at me hard.
So Skillings, who walked in, scored his first time up, steps in to start the top of the third inning, and he sends one
off the
just off of
glove.
the glove of Crocker, who went full extension. It's a long single.
It's unfortunate. Jumping on the fastball early here, top of the order. So it'd be a good time to get a curveball, changeup mix going.
Domino strikeout victim his first time up.
See if they send him at first here. Top of the order seems to have some speed. Job getting ahead there.
1-1 the count to Domino. Skilling's the speedy right fielder. Not a large lead at first.
Yeah, not too big. He's
He
going,
will
though.
take off, and it's fouled off out of play.
See what he does down 0-2 here. If they send him or not. Maybe that was a hit and run or something.
Could have been a designed hit and run.
Yeah.
The lead wasn't large enough to tell me that it was a stolen base.
Right.
Skillings holds this time, and
pitch.
a good block by Merrick.
I like that. If they're picking up the fastball, try to get a swing. Why not? Some people view it as a waste of a pitch, but you never know. Still ahead 1-2. This is where you want to throw a competitive pitch here. Don't spike one. Well, that was a very competitive
Curveball.
pitch. I liked that a lot.
Just bent over the inside corner just enough to be called ball 2.
I'd come back here, something you're comfortable throwing in the zone, but you don't want to give him a cookie here. Runner's
Runner
going.
takes off. Strike
Strike him
3.
out.
Strike
Throw
him
him
out.
out.
Throw him out. He got him.
See ya.
Ben
Cannon
with the K. Merrick with the cannon down to Centrella at
That-
second.
was gorgeous. That was an absolute missile. And beautiful tag by Centrella. Put it right on the money. That was awesome.
First runner gunned down today for either team. And it is a good old-fashioned looking double play for
Mhm.
Abington in the top of the third.
Right on the money. Good idea. Just got to snap that curveball off.
Well behind that one
Yeah.
is Petty. Hit a single off of the rubber his first time up.
Nice pitch. Oof. Just missed. Yeah, this umpire does not seem to favor the inside half of the plate here.
Quite the opposite of what we saw on Sunday.
Right. Yeah, John Sellen was painting that inside corner. Fouled off.
Fouled up and out of play. Over the horde of Green Wave fans here. Always a packed house.
I love it.
Soft round of 16 matchup against St. Bernard's High School out of Fitchburg.
How is St. Bernard's? Oh,
Ground ball towards Centrella. The throw to first
Nice.
is in time for the inning-ending play. 1, 2, 3, unconventionally in order. Go the AMSA Eagles in the top half of the third. It was highlighted by a strike 'em out, throw 'em out. We're at the bottom of the third inning. Merrick, Cummings, and Rogers due up for the Green Wave. Here in this round of 16 matchup, winner of this game faces the winner of Bay Path Regional Vogue and Amesbury. Amesbury, a team that you, Aiden, are pretty familiar with.
Yeah, had a matchup against them last year. They were the #1 seed in the tournament. Yeah, that was a really fun game.
Went up to their
Still
barn and
around.
Mercy ruled them.
Yeah, that was really fun. That was a fun game for sure.
Should the Indians of Amesbury be victorious, Abington, if they are victorious today, would end up hosting a third round playoff game.
Who did they play again?
Baypath.
Gotcha.
Baypath, the 4 overall seed.
Didn't Baypath make it to the Final Four last year as well?
I believe they did.
I think they played Seekonk.
Seekonk, one of those teams that's been around for a couple of years too.
Yep. Right, I think I pitched against them in the playoffs my junior
You did.
year. I think
You
I
did.
remember that. They were a speedy team.
Sharp-looking unis, the baby blue look with the navy blue highlights.
Yeah, I always like that.
So Merrick will lead off. I'll take this opportunity to give the every game shout out to Great Grim and Knee.
Abington Cam, diehard fan.
Abington Cam most loyal viewer award for the last 3 years.
That's great.
MVP. Merrick looks at ball 1. Merrick drew a walk his first time up. He's a little bit up in the box too. I'd be interested to see if at some point the Green Wave start to read that off speed and try to target a little bit of that gap in right center.
Yeah. Yeah, no, honestly. Base hits over there would be really nice. Falling behind 3-0. Spencer.
You know, I don't say this often, but I'm probably giving him the green light here.
Yeah. We'll see.
He doesn't need it.
Doesn't
It's
get a
ball
chance.
4, well upstairs. Merrick yet to register an at-bat today,
2
but
walks.
he's reached twice.
Here it comes.
Mason
Mason Nash. Uh-oh. Good to see a steal
Memorable
on here.
touchdown run on Thanksgiving.
Yep. I believe, I'm not sure if this pitcher, I heard Tyler talking, this pitcher does not seem comfortable throwing over, so they may take advantage of that. With speed on, if he's not comfortable throwing over, they can get big leads and take off. Steal it on the pitcher.
Cummings looks at what looked to be a 45-mile-an-hour curveball.
There he
Mark
goes.
takes off.
Not
The
even a
throw
shot.
down. Not even close. Stolen base for Mason Nash. Cummings looks at strike 2 over the outside corner.
See if Cummings can get him over to third here. That would be a job well done. Swings and misses.
First out of the inning. That will send up Rogers.
Would have been nice to get him over so you can get Rogers up with a runner on third.
Well, if Rogers has any say in the situation, he will have a repeat performance. Looks at strike 1, didn't like it.
Yep.
However, understands where that hit in the zone.
Second baseman and shortstop creeping a lot there.
Nash will
he
take off for
goes.
third. The throw.
Easy.
Not in time.
Wow, that's killer speed right there. See if
Tough to steal third base.
Yeah, he made that look easy too. See if Rogers gets a ball in the air here. Sack fly at the very least. Ground ball will do the job. Makes it much easier to score.
1-1 inside.
Two and one count here. Oof.
Rogers
Big swing.
under that one, fouls it off. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Gotta spoil it.
Off.
Seems to be, working that outside corner.
Another 2-2 from Trevor Petty.
Third baseman playing in. Ooh, that one almost takes off. Yeah, third baseman's playing in here. If there's a ground ball to third, I don't believe Nash will run, but I'm not sure. It depends on how hard it's hit. Looks like corners are in.
I could see him trying to beat out a bunt here.
Yeah. There it is.
Rogers bloops it to
That's
short.
getting
It's going to
down.
fall in. Nash
Henry
scores
Rogers,
easy.
man.
Rogers has 3 runs batted in today.
Big game. Getting it going here. Rogers has good speed, too.
Green Wave have their first lead.
Yeah. Very nice job there. 2-strike hitting. Extended the at-bat. Worked the count. Fouled off some tough pitches. And then put it in a spot where nobody else was. Even if he caught that ball, I would not have been surprised to see Nash tag up.
Here's Steve Madden.
There he goes.
Rogers takes off.
Hit and
Madden
run. Beautiful.
gets through the left side. Rogers is going to come to third.
First to third.
Throw.
Good job by the pitcher backing that up if that got away.
Yeah, the throw was just off the bag.
Yeah. Got something going here. Something brewing. It's a smell blood in the water type of inning. They
Runners on the corners here.
Yeah, if they can add on to this lead, that would be crucial.
Still just 1 out here in the bottom half of the third inning.
Down visit here, and it appears he's I'm not sure what's happening here. See if he sticks in the game. Seems to just be a meeting. Calm his pitcher down.
That they're talking about signs. They think that Abington has their signs. They're changing them.
Really? I mean, that would make sense. Because they're getting really, really good jumps off of the pitcher here. Not even giving the catcher a chance to throw him out. They're probably discussing a play, too, over the first and third situation. Let's see if Abington puts anything on. It's not uncommon, too. That one gets
pitch,
by.
and Rogers makes the break for home and will
Breezes
score
in.
standing up.
4-2. The Burger King hat. Rogers is crowned before entering the dugout. I love it.
Now a hand in all 4 Green Wave runs.
How about that? Gets him over there.
Ground ball to
At the
first.
very least gets the runner to third base.
That is a productive out for Cullen Crocker.
See if Centrella can get him in, make it a 3-run lead.
Here is Jake Centrella. Centrella, a memorable bomb as a member of the JV team that was the only ball I've seen. Here's one to left center field. It's
very high.
A mile in the air and moving over, making the catch. That ends the inning. Was Mike Domino, but Abington striking for 2 more. They lead it 4-2 at the end of the 3rd inning. Here in the MIAA round of 16, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors for Abington, 2, 3, and 1 for the Advanced Math and Sciences Eagles.
I believe a special guest is coming in the bottom of the 4th inning. Alumni, former center fielder Ryan Tobin will be taking over for probably half inning.
At least half an inning.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, now I'm glad I wore the Abington High hockey sweatshirt today.
Former captain as well.
He launched one against Cohasset, it was, I believe.
Yeah.
Where the hockey coach, Brian Woodford, was the
announcing
broadcast
the
partner.
home run. Is an inside the park home
Ears
run.
were blown out nationwide.
Tobin had a lot of power. When he got into one, he really sent baseballs. Another big inning here. Had to these are classified as shutdown innings here. When you get the lead, when you're down and you tie the game up, you have to have a shutdown inning. When it remains tied, you need a shutdown inning. When you take the lead, you need a shutdown inning. Don't let this team get any momentum.
Will be the 5, 6, 7 hitters. They're combined 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Liam Thornley will lead off. Lucas Cale, Joe Varaca also due up for the Eagles.
It's really nice seeing Spencer throw down. It's on the money every time.
What's it like from this angle instead of having to duck out of the way of
Yeah,
the missile?
it's a lot nicer. I remember he's thrown out countless runners when I was pitching, which is always a great feeling, you know, when your guy picks you up.
Strike him out, throw him out last inning. And this inning starts with ball 1 up and in.
There it is. Really got on top of that one. That one worked downhill.
Catching the very bottom of the zone against Thornley. Ball and a strike.
When Madden misses, it's usually, you know, upstairs, misses up when he's missing. And I think that could just be, you know, not long enough of a stride sometimes.
He does look to have shortened his set a little bit.
Yeah, when you're missing up like this, it's a good idea to lengthen your stride. Great job there.
Big swing and
3-2.
miss.
A lot of 3-2 counts today.
Payoff.
Nice pitch.
High pop up. Rogers calls him off.
Very nice. Had a battle back there. First out of the inning.
Lucas Cale singled up the middle last time.
I believe it was on the curveball. Stances are wide open. Madden seems to be picking it up here as the game's going on. Fastball still looks alive. I believe this kid was late on the fastballs in his last at-bat. So if he can get him in there.
A little bit quicker of a pace in between pitches.
It's always good getting in a groove. Sometimes working too fast, though, can, throw you off a little bit. See if he can come all the way back here.
The 3-0.
Yeah. I always hated that. When it's 3-0 and the batter squares, you're not bunting.
I mean, to have an opportunity, the corners are well back.
Yeah.
That one misses high, and AMSA has a base runner here in the top of the 4th. Joe Baraka went down by way of the K his first time up.
Some small ball here. Just right behind or in front of the gate. Good bunt.
Bunt
Centrell's
drop down.
covering.
Merrick
Nice
throws
play.
to Centrell.
Oh, they could get him at second here. Oh,
Diving back safely, a wide turn.
too wide.
It is a sacrifice bunt.
Interesting, though, getting him I would understand a sacrifice bunt. I mean, I understand getting him into scoring position, actually. Base hit. Good shot of scoring him.
Matt Menendez, the designated hitter.
Nice
One
pitch.
of 5 Madden strikeouts so far.
Swing and a miss. Huge secondary lead there. Huge secondary lead. Spencer does not take kindly to that.
Nothing more than a head game. Madden's not even looking.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
Get this
focused
guy,
on
get
one
out of
thing
the
and
inning.
one thing only.
Yep.
He will step off here. Interestingly enough, still did not look back at second base.
Yeah, I mean, focus and get this guy out. Bottom of the order. I don't suspect a steal here because there's 2 outs. You never want to make the last out. And, oh, he's gone. Oh,
Merrick
kids.
really took a hard think
Yeah,
at it.
I mean, I would not play around with Spencer here. You've already seen the arm that he has. I wouldn't
High
cast
pop
him.
up, right field. Nash back. He'll
Side
make the
retired,
catch.
baby.
To end the inning, we head to the bottom of the 4th. The Green Wave up 4-2 over Advanced Math and Sciences.
Ryan Tobin's making his way over right now.
Stay tuned. Aiden will return, which is rare here at Tom Graham Diamond. Once you get the hook,
Yeah.
normally you're watching the rest of the game.
Yeah. Here we go.
We welcome in University of South Carolina Gamecock,
That's right.
Ryan Tobin. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mad Dog. How are you?
We're good. We're up 4-2. The Green Wave have put some impressive hitting together against Trevor Petty. Talk about what you've seen here today.
I mean, Green Wave, tough start, bottom of the 1st. Steven couldn't really find the strike zone, but it seems he's picked it up a lot. Bats look hot. I mean, they're piecing this kid. He's putting it over the plate. They're getting the ball in play. Some unfortunate plays out there. A lot of balls caught in the outfield, but they're bad on the ball. That's all you need.
So some impressive defense out in particularly right and left field.
Outfield looks good.
The outfield is made, especially Ryan Salamini going all the way back to get that one.
Outfield's great on both teams. A lot of great catches so far.
We were alluding to, in regards to the balls flying very far today.
It is.
Talked about your inside the Parker last year against Cohasset. Eardrum still recovering.
That was
Coach
fun.
Woodford
That was a good
couldn't
one.
handle it.
Well, didn't you had Woody on as the color guy, right?
Woody was the color guy.
Yeah, Woody went nuts.
Salamini will lead off, then back to the top of the order for John Sellen and A.J. Nash. How is the University of South Carolina treating you?
It's fun. I love it. I love it. Nice and warm down there.
Salamini skies one to shallow center. Could be trouble. Moving in and then pumping the brakes hard was C.J. Skoranek. And there's one away.
Gamecock baseball playing Florida in the Super Regional.
Always good sports teams down at South Carolina.
Depends on the sport. We got a good club hockey team and a good club lacrosse team. But I don't know. We got Clemson and Tennessee in football this year.
Sellen fouls off strike one. Speaking of Clemson, Eddie Riley.
He's here.
Clemson Tiger in the house.
Clemson Tiger.
Sellen a single his last time up. 1 for 2 overall. The ace of the Green Wave staff this year.
I'm glad to hear the dugout is still alive this year.
That is one of the hallmarks of this Green Wave team.
It's a staple.
Wasn't sure what we were going to get after Hags retired.
Oh, well, we had some young leaders. James Madden started off hot his sophomore year.
Oh, and missing the inside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Owen Cody, another staple bench guy, too.
Three and 1 now, the count to Sellen. And that will miss up and in as well. I'll lead off for a 1-out walk, rather, for John Sellen, who's on for the second time. A.J. Nash, 1 for 2. He roped a double back in the first inning. Even hitting up and down the Green Wave order, Ryan, this season.
What's that?
Even hitting up and down the order for the Green Wave. Sellen just a couple feet off of the bag.
It's embarrassing if AJ doesn't get a hit this at-bat with that mask he's wearing. It's a bold statement.
It is a bold statement. Both Nashes wearing face masks.
I've never seen anything like it. Oh, AJ.
Mile in the air.
Wearing that mask.
Deep second base, and it is ultimately the shortstop, Cal Thompson, moving over to make the catch. Spencer Merrick, yet to register an at-bat today. He has reached base twice, scored 2 runs. Both have come via a walk.
Got it.
Let's get an outfielder's thought on the very large gap here.
Yeah, that's insane.
Meanwhile, Sellen, stolen base. The gap in right center, you're trusting that one of the best hitters in the Green Wave lineup is not going to target anywhere out there.
Spencer can put it Alpo, too, for sure. If he pokes one out there, that's an easy triple. I don't know if he's got the legs for an inside the park. He might, but I don't think so.
I think he could leg it out.
You think Spencer could?
I think he could leg it out.
I don't know. I think
He's a now graduated Green Wave senior. That man's going to leave it all on the field.
He is. He is.
If he doesn't score, he's going to die trying.
He'll try his best. He's lucky to make it a second, though.
2-1, the count to the Green Wave catcher. He sends one down the left field line. That will fall in foul territory. So discussing with Mr. O'Donnell, of course, this time of year, all the alumni moving back from college. Numerous alumni from the 2 deep playoff runs.
Yep.
Sellen takes off for third. The throw almost airmailed.
Yep, we had me, Aiden, Aaron Siegel, and Brady Cristoforo.
Let's talk about those runs. numerous
nuts.
members on this team were along for those rides. Talk about what that experience brings to the team this year.
I mean, it was obviously fun as a junior and a senior, but it's just as important when you're a freshman and a sophomore because now these guys have experience in deep playoffs runs that some teams might not have. So even though they weren't the highest seed, they still have a lot of experience that some higher seeded teams might not. I think that might have been the problem with Amesbury last year. They were the 1 seed. We beat them in the round of 16. They had a very young team. They had a senior pitcher. He started, and we just had the bats hot. And then a couple young kids came in. I don't think they had any deep playoff experience.
Mason Nash, the pinch runner once again for the Green Wave catcher, Spencer Merrick. A large lead. At least 10 feet off the bag there at first was
a
the
Drew
freshman
Donovan lead.
Nash.
Drew Donovan lead right there.
He'll take off, and Sellen making a break for home. The throw is dropped, and Sellen's in there safe. Mason halfway between second and third. They'll throw to second.
He's got third.
And now he's going to dive in. He was under the
He slid
tag.
under that by a mile.
He was under the tag, but ruled out from the umpire that was behind the pitcher's mound. However, the Green Wave able to get one more run across. It is John Sellen. Technically on a stolen base there.
Yeah. Stolen base.
The man stole home in the playoffs.
Mhm.
5-2 at the end of the fourth inning.
All right, Mad Dog. I'm going to head out, give it back to
Signing
O'Donnell.
off. Ryan Tobin, University of South Carolina Gamecock, former captain of the Green Wave hockey team and the Green Wave baseball team. It is Madden returning to the bump as we welcome back in Aiden O'Donnell. Interesting developing play there to end that last half inning.
Yeah, no, that was that. I mean, I'm not surprised to see, the throw over there. That was the point. I think AMSA did a really nice job there of, getting the ball, giving it up to the catcher there. I think if he held on to it, he would have been out at home, but he dropped it. And then Nash, I think if he had no hesitation, he would have made it to third easily.
Easy.
They got the job done. They got what they wanted. They got the run. Still a very close game here. 5-2. This is nowhere out of reach. Still within striking distance here.
3-1, 3-run lead for the Green Wave starting pitcher. What does that do confidence-wise?
I mean, it is nice knowing that if you give up one run or 1 or 2 runs, you still have the lead, but obviously you don't want to give up any. You keep the same intensity all throughout, but it is nice, especially in later innings, having some runs available to give up. It makes it a lot easier. I will say one thing. This team, for being the number 28 seed in this tournament, I think they are a solid baseball team. They're not easy to, put away.
Well, you never know what you're going to get with a team that is somewhere around 500.
Right.
The Eagles 9-10 in the regular season before upsetting one of the better teams in the state.
Right, Shawsheen. What conference are they in? Do they have a tough conference?
I'm trying to think of what would be out in the Metro West.
Yeah, it's not the Hawk. The Hawk is always a very good league. Pop up. Looks like it's still in play.
Merrick's got a move on it
Very
and
nice
sliding
play.
into the concrete in front of the
Sails it over his
dugout.
head.
Promptly overshoots
That's a really nice
Colin
play.
Crocker.
Top of the order here.
That was Cambosis, who is now 0 for 2.
This kid can swing it.
That
Late
one will
on
get out of
that.
play. Just missing, or so it seemed.
A
Trying to
car.
release Reed's car.
Car seems to be a ball magnet.
It can be tough. I think I've gotten tagged a couple times here.
Nice pitch. Mixing it up there, flipped in the curveball. It's crucial to keep good hitters off balance. See what he does here. Curveball, nice pitch.
Nash will have a play on that. And he makes the grab for the second out.
Big getting him out. Seems to be their best hitter. Who pitched last game for this team? Was it him? Was it Thompson?
I'm not sure who their number one is.
There it is. There's the curveball finally coming in.
Good for strike one.
Good command there.
Comes back
Nice
with a heater
fastball.
outside. Now
Seem
one
to be on
line
it now.
between short and third. And a base hit.
That was a nice swing. It's the most important time to mix speeds, the third time around the order. This is usually when you see batting averages and OPS skyrocket. It's when teams seeing the same pitcher for the third at bat, you know what he's got, you know what to expect. Retiring this guy here be a very good sign.
Domino looking to avoid the hat trick. He has struck out twice against Steve Madden. Behind one there.
Domino's struck out twice today, once swinging and once looking. Just looking to avoid that. Just misses outside there. Madden throws over. Blooper into the outfield. Rogers.
Retires the side, and the Green Wave will carry their 5-2 lead into the bottom of the fifth inning. Another pretty clean one in the field.
That's a great inning. Madden seems to be getting stronger as the game's going on.
I don't know if I have seen another human being as intense as the Green Wave catcher, Spencer Merrick.
Brings a lot of life to the dugout. Gets the players going.
Trevor Petty is returning to the hill for another inning of work.
Back out there. He's not pitched terribly. He's been decent.
AMSA, member of the Colonial Athletic League.
Who's in that?
Blackstone Valley Tech is one of the
They're
schools in
usually
that
good.
conference.
They're good. They're a pretty solid team. They're always in the tournament, it seems like. What conference is Amesbury in? I know they're in a tough one. I remember hearing that last year.
That might be
The Hawk? I believe that's what it was. I'm not positive, though.
Amesbury's in the Cape Ann League.
Oh, really? Not the Hawk, then.
They have also renamed from the Indians that they
Yeah.
were last year to the Red Hawks,
Gotcha. Okay.
following the
Seems to be a trend.
Natick also went to the Red Hawks.
Really? What were they before?
They were the Redmen.
Okay.
Of course, Hanover changing over to the Hawks.
Mm-hmm.
Not the Red Hawks, the Blue and Gold Hawks in that
Gotcha.
case. Cummings well ahead of that one.
Big swing there. Seemed to pull off his head a little bit. Nice pitch there on the outside.
So what are you looking for from the Green Wave offense as they see now the third to fourth time through?
Make adjustments like that. Oh, that one hit him in the
Tough
face.
hop.
Yeah, make adjustments like that. You know what you're going to get. Does not seem to be getting any better as the game's going on. Move up in the box. You know, really wait for your pitch and drive it pretty much.
Does Aiden O'Donnell, the official scorer, call that a hit or an error?
Oh, I mean, the hop, I would probably, if this was like an official scorebook, rule it an error. But the ball was hit hard. Definitely a rough hop. I'd say I'd give him a single, actually.
You'd give him the single?
I'd give him a single just because he hit it hard and because of the hop.
Kind of a
definitely
tough play.
affects it.
Might have beat it out anyway.
Yeah, it was hitting a tough spot to get to. I'd give him a single.
These are the tough decisions that those behind the scenes have to make during a baseball game. Cummings takes
goes.
off. Throw
Good
down is
throw.
high
Safe.
and under the
He's in
tag.
there.
Another
They're
stolen
not
base
happy
for the
about
Green
that.
Wave.
Shortstop is talking to him. I thought he was in there as well. Just got his foot in.
Another one of the louder gentlemen in the Green Wave dugout.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course, your younger brother.
Yeah, he's got some good ones going. I like some of the chants he's come up with. Nice swing.
1-2 now, the count to Rogers. 2 for 2, a single and a double so far, 1 run scored.
Big part of the offense today.
He sends this one a rocket out to deep left
Oh,
field
man.
and
Nice
into the
play.
glove. Well back. That
That
one's
was
going about
crushed.
350.
I think if you're on second base there, you probably go back to the base. Even though it is left field, if you see the outfielder heading back, very slim chance of him setting his feet, throwing you out at third there.
Now Madden looking to help his own cause. Looks at strike 1. 5 runs, 7 hits for the Green Wave.
Fly.
The 1-1 from Petty is
Ooh,
Rather
that
than
was
short the
not
throw
a
to
good
third,
decision by
and
Ooh, he might have gotten under
he
that.
might have been under the tag there, but
Can't. That's poor base running right there. You know, if the ball's hit at you or to your left as a base runner, so heading up the middle, that's when you go. But if it's hit right in front of you, it's not smart to go on that for that exact reason right there.
as soon as Cummings took off for third base, Coach Paraxis was visible throwing his head up in the air.
Yeah, that's what we practice. Base running practice. That's what we used to do. I'm sure it's still the same, but practice scenarios like that.
Runner takes off. Crocker
That's
gets
hit
a piece of this
hard.
one to right center field.
Nice play.
Moving over and getting there. The ball is carrying today.
Sure is.
Making the catch, C.J. Skoranek to end the inning. The Green Wave come up empty, however, they still lead 5-2 over the Advanced Math and Sciences Eagles. Petty, Thornley, and Kale do up for AMSA in the top half of the sixth inning. AMSA needs to get something going here in this inning to at least start to try to mount a comeback here. Green Wave defeating Mashpee in the first round. A little bit wider of a margin than one expects against the Mashpee Falcons.
Yeah, I know. That was a good game. I'll say the Green Wave defense has been tremendous in these two games that I've watched up here. Hopefully they finish out strong.
Madden returning to the hill.
Yep. Yeah, he's on it today.
Just heard the second chirp of you today.
Yeah.
The ball is, I mean, it's really flying
It
today.
is. Some great
I would expect
swings.
it on like a really hot day. The air is thin. The air's kind of heavy today.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
a
not
lot of moisture around.
not sure why or how
There's
it
no
is.
wind.
But it's going. Oh man. Bunch of kids out there. A light pole.
So here is Trevor Petty's 1 for 2, a single, and a ground out to Centrell at second. He backs out of ball one inside.
It's a good purpose pitch, if nothing else. Get him thinking about the inside pitch, opens up the outer half.
That one missing just low. Ground ball towards Centrella.
Routine.
Hops under the glove, picks
Lot
it
of
up,
time there.
and makes the throw
Gotta
in
stick with it.
time. Good rebound.
It's the glory of second base there. Got a lot of time. So, you know, if you boot a ball or don't field it cleanly, still got a lot of time to throw them out. That's just what Centrella did. Nice job.
Speaking of alumni, not to start anything,
Mm-hmm.
but do you think Clemson Tiger Eddie Riley would have been able to stick with that and make that play?
Yeah, I think that's what Eddie did best. Didn't always look the prettiest, but he always seemed to get the job done. It was solid. He was a good second baseman. Job firing in a strike there. Definitely, he's fallen behind in a lot of counts today, but he's done a great job at battling back, just like this at bat.
Fighting back to a 2-2 here.
Yeah.
Thornley 0 for 2. Count full.
This game is still within, a striking distance here. If AMSA can get something going, it's only 5-2. 3 runs is really not a big ask. Base runners will certainly help that effort in coming back.
Slider misses outside, and it is a well-earned walk for Thornley.
Bottom of the order is coming up, however.
Kale
Gotta
has
attack
reached
these
twice.
guys.
Walk his last time up single back in the first inning, and the first pitch fouled to the backstop.
He's been a pesky hitter today. He's worked the counts, both at-bats. Nice pitch.
0-2 now for Kale. Or holds
Slipped out.
the curveball well high.
Just got to finish that off, that's all.
Two and two.
Seems that AMSA has some player warming up in the batting cage area. So we'll see if pitcher returns. Strikeout there. Good job. How to attack him.
Strikeout number 6 for Steve Madden today. Joe Veraca was one of those back in the first inning.
Good start.
One and one.
Weak
High fly ball. Right center field.
Let's play.
Cummings loses the hat in the process, but retires the side. And the Green
Great
Wave
inning.
again come up clean in the field. No runs, no hits, no errors. One left on base.
See
Bottom
if
of the sixth
Madden
inning.
can finish the job here in the next inning. Some insurance runs would be nice here.
Big inning to finish there for Madden. The pitch count's
Certainly.
up there.
What's he at?
Madden flirting with that limit. 107 pitches for him. Meanwhile,
He'll have 8 to go then, yeah.
his counterpart, Trevor Petty, is 76 pitches into his afternoon.
Efficient. Green Wave will probably get, I'd say, Henry Rogers warming up here, just in case. 8 pitches is not a lot to work with. Oh, all right. Close the book on Steve Madden's day. Henry Rogers will be attempting to close it out in the top of the 7th.
Speaking of closing the book, we will have a pinch hitter. Colin Crocker's spot in the lineup will be taken over by none other than Connor O'Donnell.
Connor O'Donnell. Got 2 different batting gloves on right now. It's quite the look.
He did say that he watched the last broadcast back and already shared that clip of you saying something nice about him with the whole family.
I've heard it. Yeah, I've certainly heard it.
We'll see what he can do here in the leadoff spot in the bottom of the 6th inning. Connor looking at ball 1. Yeah, now strike 1 over the outside corner. 1-1 from Petty. Connor looks like he really wants to sit on that curveball.
Looks anxious to hit. He'll probably take a big swing if he gets one he likes here.
The 2-1. Upstairs.
3-1.
Rogers warming up. The offering from Petty.
Ooh.
He wanted that one.
Very early on it. See if he makes an adjustment here. Just put the ball in play.
Here's the payoff.
That
Just
bat.
missed low. And O'Donnell learns the walk. Let's see, what nice words can we find for Connor? Very patient.
Yeah,
Not at
that was a good at bat.
Cam Cooper is going to run for Connor O'Donnell.
I assume Cooper is going to take over at second base then. I don't believe Centrella will be re-entering the game.
Well, O'Donnell batted in Crocker's spot.
Oh, really? Okay. Oh, so it was not
So we'll see what
Centrella.
happens with the defensive alignment.
Didn't Crocker end the inning before that? I believe he was hitting for Centrella.
My book might be mismanaged then. This is Salamini.
There it goes. There goes Cooper. Throw down. He's in there.
Stolen base, Cam Cooper. Two roll the count to Salamini, who singled back in the second inning. He's 1 for 2 overall.
Bunt is down.
Under
Oh,
the
pitcher
glove of
misses it.
Petty, and they're safe.
Wow, that's big. Little scary there. Didn't know if he was going to catch it in the air.
Salamini
comes-
pulling the Drew Donovan special and dropping down the bunt, beating
Comes
out
the top of the order, and it looks like that will be the day for AMSA's pitcher.
indeed Trevor Petty getting the handshake and the hook.
Looks like the right fielder will be taking over the pitching duties. That was a valiant effort by Petty.
It will be Anthony Skillings taking over on the mound, so some defensive changes to speak of.
It's a right fielder, I believe.
The new right fielder is Lucas Kale. He was at first base. So we'll see who ends up at first base.
They did not want the top of the order to get a fourth look at Petty.
It'll be Sullen, Nash, and Merrick. Number 2 is the new right fielder, so Petty will remain in the dugout. That is Laidley out there in right.
Some big insurance runs out there. See if Sellen can get one of them in.
Runners on the corners with no outs. Sullen looks at a first pitch strike from Skillings.
Pretty quick pace here from number 10 here to start off his outing. And the elbow.
It did that pump fake.
Infield's in. They know how big those runs are. Base
And
hit.
that will get through, and Solomini's going to round third and hold there the throw in.
Sellen's going to second. Great base running.
That's good awareness.
Getting runners, still 2 runners in scoring position.
Sullen reaches
Awesome
for the
job.
3rd time today. Officially a single and an advancement on the throw home. Making a 6-2 lead for the Green Wave. And AJ Nash to the plate. Second baseman getting a hard talking to from the base umpire here.
Wonder what that's about. I didn't see anything over there.
It seemed to be initiated by Coach Paraxlis.
Yeah, he did not. Coach P didn't seem very happy, but whatever happened.
First pitch fouled off here from Nash, who roped a double, scored the Green Wave's first run back in the first inning. Puts the ball 1 out.
Infield remains in.
Outfield is
Deep still.
what could be considered very deep.
That's kind of. I'd probably put him a little closer, just if there was a fly ball, you have a shot at throwing him out at home. Good save by the catcher there, saved a run.
Nash working the count up to 3 balls, 1 strike. Big lead at second for Sullen. Nobody close to holding him on, and Nash will walk on 5 pitches.
And here comes trouble. Here comes trouble. Bases loaded.
Spencer Merrick still looking for his first at bat today.
3 walks.
3 walks.
Wow.
2 runs scored.
That'd be a crazy stat if he got walked here. Pitcher's a bit wild, so pretty good shot at that happening. Ooh.
Wanted it.
He wanted to hit that ball to the moon. Uh-oh.
Ground ball to short.
There,
That'll
that's
get
through.
through, and that's going to be a long run in for the outfielders. 2 runs scored. Nash holds it second. And
Game's
it is 8-2 Green Wave.
starting to get broken open. Awesome job there by Spencer. Not making it too big of a moment, putting the ball in play and getting 2 runners in. That's awesome. First pitch is a strike to Cummings. See if he can continue this rally going. They need 4 runs to walk it off here in the 6th.
Cummings hit that single to short last time up.
I believe he was a South Shore League All-Star.
Looks at ball 2 outside. Left and center fielders back deep once again.
Still very deep.
Another ground ball to short, and
Uh-oh,
it's in and
has
out of the
trouble
glove, and
with
they're
it.
safe all around.
That.
The sacks are packed once again.
And look who's up for this time around. Henry Rogers smoking the baseball today.
That absolutely an E6.
Oh, 100%. Rush to that. I don't blame the outfielders for playing deep, considering how far Henry's hit some balls today.
Now the potential clinching run is at the plate.
Yeah. I don't think there's a shot of a home run here, though, unless he hits it to right field and then something happens, because they're playing so deep that
So you're telling me there's a chance.
there is always a chance, I suppose.
The 2-0. Rope to right center field. It's
That
going to
was
score at
gorgeous.
least 2.
That
And the
was
runners will hold it
gorgeous.
first and second. 10-2 Green Wave.
This game is broken open. That was unbelievable hitting right there.
Cummings moves up to second. Mason and AJ Nash both score.
The wheels have fallen off for advanced math and science.
They did the bracket the favor of eliminating Shawsheen.
Saved a road trip for Abington. Any updates on the Amesbury game?
I was looking for all my Twitter sleuths out there, but I was unable to find any live updates. Madden will look at ball 3.
That would be a fun rematch. Speaking of rematches, I'm pretty sure Manchester Essex and Seekonk faced off again. That was the state championship matchup last year, and Seekonk got revenge this year, knocking out Manchester Essex.
Hornets, of course, getting the better of the Green Wave in the Final Four.
Yep.
Full count here for Madden.
Good eye
Madden will
there.
look.
Bases loaded yet again. Winning run at second base.
So here's Crocker.
Nobody out here either.
Ball 1 up.
Good swing there. Just a little late.
Still no outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Hey, let's
If you can look far into where the JV field is, I believe that's Stephen Paraxlis giving a pitching lesson right now.
Multitasking. Crocker looks at strike 2 in the top right corner of the zone.
Goes
Crocker
down
behind
swinging.
that one. And that
Centrella
is the first
re-enters
out.
the game.
He did, in fact, announce himself to the umpire, which was a little bit of an issue here on Sunday
Yep.
for Mashpee. Here's Centrella.
See if he can deliver the dagger.
Why are we so quiet? Why? Let's go! Get up! Get up!
Good
Centrella
take
looks
there.
at one just below the knees. So does Cummings on third. Rogers would be the clinching run
Yep.
at second. And the pitcher Madden at first.
Good job keeping that in front there.
Two balls, one strike to Jake Centrella.
Oof.
Called strike. Just touching the outside corner.
3-2 here.
It is Solomini on deck. Ball four.
This is inside. Winning run goes to third base here. See if Ryan Solomini can get the job done.
Cummings takes the free pass home. Rogers up to third. Madden up to second. And Cullen Crocker is on first.
Fills up the zone here.
0-2 to
straight
Solomini.
strikes. Quick paced. That will do it.
Single into left. Rogers is going to walk in. And the green wave will...
Oh,
Nope,
no
not yet.
slaughter, no mercy rule in playoffs.
It might expand to 12 in the playoffs.
Really?
We'll get clarification.
Actually, yeah, there is no mercy rule because I remember we beat Bishop Conley 22-0 or something like that a couple of years ago.
It is 12-2 on the single by Solomini.
I prematurely called that the game would end. That is not the case. That one's behind him. Madden's going to be going home and will
And
score.
he will score. 13-2, Green Wave on top.
See if Sellen can get these two guys in.
One, two, good for strike three. And Sellen goes down. Here's Nash. Foul out of play. 0-2. In the dirt. Good block by the catcher, Thornley. One, two, misses low and away.
This must be a tough time to pitch when you're down 13-2. I don't blame him for working quickly.
Nash right it back up the middle. Good play with a shortstop. The throw is
Wow.
off of the bag, and they're safe everywhere. Another run scores. Centrella in from third.
That is unfortunate for AMSA.
Throwing or pulling the first baseman off the bag, Lucas Kale. Wild pitch, and Solomini's going to score.
Bring in another run, 15-2.
Meanwhile, moving up to second was Nash.
Get a mound visit here from the catcher. Batted round, I think. Who started off this inning?
I believe it was Jake Centrella.
Oh, right. I think it was a walk to Connor, who pinch hit for him in this inning. And
Yes.
then that's what it was.
Would be up 2-0 is Spencer Merrick. He has
His
reached
arm.
base all 4 times.
This pitcher's arm seems to be holding it a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on.
You might have a little bit of dead arm going. Merrick will take the free pass.
Looks like they're going to stick with him.
Mason Nash, the pinch runner. Older brother AJ on second.
It was close for a long time here. I think they put up, what is it, 10 spot in this inning? I believe so.
That is indeed 10 this inning.
He will change a pitcher too, so he'll be returning to right field. New pitcher on.
That is Lucas Kale, the first baseman. Him and Skillings will swap places. So Lucas Kale, the new Eagles pitcher.
Wait. Amesbury might have beat whoever they were playing, which would result in another home game for Abington. The word is spreading. Amesbury
Word is.
victorious, which will bring a rematch to last year's Elite Eight. Rematch of the Elite Eight matchup against Amesbury. This time it'll be played in Abington.
High fly ball slicing in right. And the catch made to finally end the 6th inning.
How
This-
about that?
3 outs left in this one, Aiden. The Green Wave are up handily 15-2.
Speaking
for
of
home.
coming in with good leads, I think this is a pretty comfortable place to come in to enter a game. Just throw strikes here.
We'll see what the defense looks like should Rogers come out of the huddle and take the mound.
Madden would probably go to short. Crocker. Yeah, I think it would just be swapping Steven.
Well, Crocker's got his glove on.
Yeah, Crocker would stay at third. Rogers at short. Steven will just go to shortstop.
Oh,
and
they'll
then-
flip.
Yeah. I believe that is what would happen.
Stay tuned to @AbingtonAD on Twitter for the particulars of when Abington will host the Red Hawks of Amesbury. Rogers will take the hill. Madden will take short. Crocker at third. Centrell at second. Nash still at first. Outfield remains all the same.
This is exciting. Be making it to the Elite Eight against Amesbury again. I believe Amesbury's leadoff hitter last year, Jake Herring, I'm not sure if he's there anymore. I don't know if he went to a private school, but he was an all-scholastic. He's a talented player. But I'm intrigued to see what this Amesbury team is like. This is great. This path is getting clearer to the place that they want to be. I believe last year the Sweet 16 Abington played against was Bellingham. That was a tough matchup.
I presume you go back to similar to what we saw last year, the ace of the staff in that game. That would be John Sellen.
He'll be taking the hill.
Matt Menendez is over 2. He will lead off the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Due up for the Eagles.
What are the odds of 3 home games?
Oh, and 2 for Rogers' first batter faced.
Weak fly ball left field here.
Sellen calling it,
Nice.
and he'll make the grab for the first out.
This is exactly what you want. Come in, throw 3 pitches, getting out, throw strikes, make it as quick as possible. Rip the Band-Aid off. Pinch hitter.
Here is, in fact, a pinch hitter. That is the younger Cambosis.
Huge swing right there. Tried hitting
Massive
a
swing.
13-run home run right there.
Looks at strike 2 over the outside corner. Ground ball to third. Good backhand stab by Crocker. The throw over. Little stretch for Nash, but
This is-
it's well in time.
This is exactly what you want to see. Rogers comes in, 6 pitches, 6 strikes, 2 outs. Efficient. Want to keep his pitch count down because he, you don't want to get him in any sorts of trouble for the next game. I don't think it'll come to that, but top of the orders coming up here.
Top of the order, Cal Thompson. Hit by a pitch. Flew out to left field and first base. He is the Eagles' last hope of extending their postseason run.
Curveball misses there.
Rogers is accountable for the go-ahead run. He knocked in the first 3 runs, scored the 4th himself.
He's had a big game today. Ball 4. 4 straight pitches there.
Tom Graham Diamond will be hosting an Elite 8 matchup.
This is the last time that happened. I don't think.
We'll have
Actually,
to check with the historian, Don Whitman.
I
but
believe my junior year, actually, because there was no neutral sites.
Runner takes off. It's a swing and a miss.
They will let him get all the way to third base. They would probably even let him score because he does not matter. Must be
He's walking to third.
pretty fun.
Pads the stats.
Yeah.
The 0-1. Good
Wow.
block by Merrick.
And
1-1.
that
A 1-2. Big
is the
swing and a
game.
miss. It's not a save for Rogers, but it sure feels like one after he knocked in the first 3 runs, scored the 4th. Big difference maker in this game, and
Yep.
comes in to toss the final inning.
That's a very encouraging win right there. Offense exploded in the bottom of the 6th. But really good defense. Great pitching from Steve Madden. That was just an awesome job there. Gritty win.
So official, it is the Amesbury Indians coming to Abington this time for a rematch of last year's Elite 8. We would figure probably Friday, maybe Saturday for that one here at the Tom Graham Diamond.
Nice.
Selling the expected pitcher that day, but what are you looking forward to most in that rematch?
A Green Wave win. Just
What's the
you know.
second thing you're looking forward to in that matchup?
I'm looking to see if Amesbury, has some hard feelings. I'd assume they probably do. And I don't know. I think it'll be a good game. Seems like Amesbury's catching fire. As a lower seed, what seed are they?
I believe
Not
they're
sure.
17 or 18.
It's always fun to see high seeds, make a good run in the tournament. I mean, Abington's what, 13?
12, I think.
12. Yeah. That's they don't look like a 12 seed, I'll tell you that. I think their regular season play does not reflect on how good of a team they are, and I think they're catching fire at a great time here. And hopefully it continues. I think it will against Amesbury.
Madden the win, Rogers the RBIs, and maybe the save. 15-2 the final score from the Tom Graham Diamond tonight. I want to thank you for watching this broadcast of Abington Community Access and Media. We'll see you right back here at some point over the next few days for the round of 8 matchup against the Amesbury Redhawks. I want to thank our cameramen for bringing you the sights and sounds from the Tom Graham Diamond, both Paul Watson and Dave Bowen. On behalf of my broadcast partner, Aiden O'Donnell, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson, and we will see you next game.